I am particularly delighted to learn that our guest speaker today, Dr. Muzaffar Iqbal, is also the general editor of the forthcoming Integrated Encyclopedia of the Qur'an, the first English language reference work on the Qur'an written from a Muslim perspective. I am most delighted that this has happened, and I hope that this is something that we must all welcome, and I'm sure that we will be enlightened in many ways after going through this, if we have the time to do so, this Integrated Encyclopedia of the Quran. It certainly gives us, I believe, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of understanding and belief. And if I may say this, but it's not to make you react in any way to me, but I have been reading the Quran, completed from 7 years, when I was 7 years old. And my grandfather, Sheikh Abdullah Fahim, wanted me to read every day after the Subuh prayer. And then the second time will be after the Maghrib prayer. And whenever I am at home, I have been doing this almost like a ritual until I'm now 72 years old. But I found that it is very fascinating that when I read it before, even as a student, and then later on, as a young man who has started to work, and reading it today, in fact, every year, every other year, I begin to understand some of the things written there. Maybe I was stupid, didn't understand before, but later on I understood. A friend of mine who decided that he wanted to understand the Quran, he picked up a book, and this is the translation in English, and just read that part, and asked me, why is it there's so much repetition, all the time repetition. Doesn't seem to be so interesting. But I thought that I told him that yes, that appeared to me before, but the Quran is it's a series of messages given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Prophet Muhammad, and he therefore must reveal that to the Muslims of his time. He must reveal that, not even to the Muslims, even to the non-Muslims. So because of that, there is repetition, because there are occasions when certain incidents happen concerning which Prophet Muhammad should be enlightened by God, by the messages that he sent to his messenger, so that he could understand. Prophet Muhammad has faced many issues, many questions being asked, and Allah was there to help him and to give the messages. Oh Muhammad, say this to them, so that the believers as well as those who have not really believed in the Quran, at least will have a chance to hear an explanation from Prophet Muhammad through the latest message that has been revealed to him. But anyway, we are not to receive new messages. We are to understand that so many messages that are in the Quran. They are a source of guidance to all of us, and certainly a shifa for those who make it their habit to read the Quran and to understand. So this effort, such a fundamental scholarly source, is certainly the need of the hour. I'd like to thank you so much for all the efforts you have made. Give him a